Hi everyone, this is Revin. Welcome back on my channel. And today I'm gonna make as fast as possible a video explaining how clairvoyant for me works. How do I experience it? Because it is different for everyone. And it could be out of curiosity, it could be out of reassurance, and it could be because you just need to identify a bit more what you are experiencing. Is it clairvoyant? You are not sure. So if you want to know, just stick around and you're going to have all the information. Talking about clairvoyant, how does that work for me? This is something that I had experienced since I was young, since I was a kid. I didn't had the wording at that time that it was being clairvoyant. And so for me, it is like a flash, a visual of something. The majority of the time that it happened, or when it is happening, it's when I go into um, fiction storytelling, when I want to write a new story, a new book. I have this whole conversation, so using my audience, and I'm going to have the backup with the visual, so the clairvoyant as well. And when I am getting ready at building up the story, the different scenes, and how do I want them, I always said, funny enough, that I have the movie in my head. I can see all of the shots, all of the scenes, and how it is turning out, which is not entirely wrong by itself, but it's actually the clairvoyance that is coming to place. But usually it's a flash. For instance, with I think it was the second Watcher, the second book of the Watchers, the series that I had written when I was in the phase of writing. So in a day when I was writing, I knew what I wanted to tell, and I was just calming my mind, and I was just trying at that time. I didn't know. I was trying to visualize what do I want, but I was asking, okay, I want to tell this. So how is it gonna look like? How is it gonna look like? It was having a conversation. And when I do that, it's with higher frequencies, usually is my higher self. And it came just like if it was for the clairaudience that I'm gonna hear. What do you think about nya nya nya? So it's the same, but with the visual, with the clairvoyance. It's gonna show me a flash of a scene. And I had the flash of uh, a fight on the top of a mountain with others, and it's something that lasts like 1 or 2 seconds, but it's perfectly clear. But the feeling within was like, what do you think about that? In those moment, I have my eyes closed to really stay focused onto that visual, and I have that internal conversation of I visualize it. I know what I want to say. I know where I want to go. Does that fit? And if it is okay, yes, I can. But it's because it's each tiny section of the scene that is really cut off. So aside from when I want to tell a fiction storytelling, how is it really used for me being clairvoyant? Is it the same thing? Yes, pretty much. Clairvoyant is not the biggest clair that I'm using. Clairaudience is the biggest one. But when I have clairvoyant is taking the lead, I'm going to have a flash of something. The other day, I heard, so as a clairvoyant, why don't you go pick up one of your favorite book in the card box that you had brought with you in the jungle, and you go read. And I didn't have the time. I didn't take the time, and I didn't do it. And the next day, it came again. One time, it was again the audio, but the second time, it was a flash of me as being standing in front of the card box open and looking at the side of the books. All of them, it's a small box, so there aren't many inside, and I know which ones are inside. But the visual was showing me over the box is open, and looking at all of them and making a choice. And then there was another visual of me being seated on the rooftop where I am right now and having a book. It didn't show me the cover, having a book and reading. So it's usually things like this. But again, just like for the fiction stories, it can be a suggestions. What do you think about? Or you should do this. Or that is the answer. It's visual. And at the same time, it's going to be a feeling within, deep down, of the interpretation. But it's not an interpretation, it's the message. But it's the vibe, if you want. That's how it is translating for me. But like I said, it's really not the majority of the time that I have the clairvoyant that is coming up front. If you can leave in the comment section, after you have clicked to subscribe, because I would love to reach the 200 mark subscribers. Thanks to you. That would be so lovely. How it is translating for you, your clairvoyance, because the majority of the time it's different for everyone. I am curious, but I know that if you are watching, it's because you are curious as well. You want to know how it is for me, and I'm sure that you die to know how it is working for others. So there you go. You can leave me some questions as well, things that I maybe have not thought about answering about my clairvoyance. And I will bring up another video and I will answer your questions or explain the different side of it. That would be so amazing. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I see you soon.